Yo, listen, if you're going through suffering right now, I want you to peep this message, right? When you're going through this suffering that you're going through right now, just know that it has its own place and there's a purpose that you are suffering. What I want you to realize is there is a purpose, the reason why you feel a certain way. There's always going to be something that makes you feel that way, and there's going to be a reason behind that reason of why that thing is happening to you right now. Whether you like it or not, that is subjective to yourself. But at the same time, the reason it's happening, it's because it wants you to learn a lesson, right? What I want you to understand, what this means is basically whatever happens to your life, just take it in a non-identified way, whereby you're not taking this as, oh, this is my suffering, this is my pain, this is my this is my that. It doesn't belong to you. The mere fact that you can observe that you are feeling that pain means that you are not the person that is actually feeling that pain. If you are feeling pain, right, it's not that you're actually feeling the pain, you're just observing the sensation of pain. And when you people like that, when you understand that message, you just think, yeah, I'm not actually the person suffering, I'm just observing myself being suffered. But I'm not myself, I'm not this body, I'm not this fancy jacket I'm wearing, I'm not anything, I'm not my hair, I'm not, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not all these material things. This can disappear tomorrow. But at the same time, all the suffering that you're going through, just understand that it has its own purpose, and that it's independent of you. Everything outside, right? Everything outside that is going on, just know that it's not personal as it seems. It's all independent of what is going on. Sure, you might have caused it. Sure, you might have done some mistakes. Maybe you messed up and you did some mistakes, right? But just know that this is all independent of what you are, the true essence of who you are. Everything is just independent. And I'm not going as far as saying we are not the outside. Well, certainly we have that natural state inside of us, right? And so I'm not here to disregard that by any means. But at the same time, any pain or suffering that you're going through, number one, you're going through it for a reason, and you don't know the reason yourself, because there's a higher power that knows the reason. Number two is that you are non-identified with the suffering that you're going through. And this is where life becomes a game of bliss. It's actually like cool, calm, collected, because you're not really identified with what you're going through. I can tell you from my side, bro, I'm going through some dark shit right now. And honestly, I don't really care about it too much, because I know that life is just a game and everything's gonna be okay. It's not that I'm this person suffering, so I need to, yeah, of course I'm gonna have those thoughts. I'm suffering, but when I just realize that, oh shit, I'm thinking these thoughts, I take a step back and I observe them rather than getting involved with them. It's like just watching the clouds in the sky pass by. What I want you to understand as well is that the reason why you're suffering is because when you set a big goal or a big person that you want to become, maybe you want to heal trauma from the past, you want to achieve something big, right? It can be with finances, it can be with relationships, it can be with your health. If you set a big enough goal, just know that in order to achieve to that goal, right, in order to get to that goal, you will have to go through these tests in order to see whether you are capable of achieving that goal in the first place. And the reason that you are suffering, or the reason why you may go through some trials and tribulations, is just to see whether you are the type of person to achieve that thing. And in order to blaze past these challenges, in order to go through these tests in a cool, calm, collected way, is to understand that you ultimately are the person that is going to achieve those goals. When you're observing the world, just know full well that you are not what is outside. You are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not your body. And so what that basically means is you are free of these things. You are not trapped inside like everyone says you are. You are not trapped. This is just a blissful playground to play. This is just a game of beauty. And if you don't see the beauty right now, it's because you're residing on a lower level of consciousness. And this is the consciousness chart on the screen right now. If you reside on a low level of consciousness, what that basically means is that your view of the world, your paradigm that you're operating this world at, is going to be of a lower level, of a lower essence. And hence why people with anxiety, people with codependency, depression, they see the world in a sense of a trap. It's a sense of basically jail, right? They see this as a prison. And so when you operate at a higher paradigm, when you operate at a higher consciousness, what basically happens is that you unlock the world through a newer lens. You see it through the filter, right? A different filter, and you see the world in a different way. That's the best way I can explain right now with the words I have. If you just raise your vibration, right, what basically happens is that you see the world in a different essence. And the way you raise your vibration is by doing the habits which I mentioned there right now, right? Like there. And with that being said, just know that there is a reason why you're going through everything that you're going through. There's no there's no, oh, I'm going through this, I'm a bad person. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like, everything happens to you for a reason. Own how you feel, understand how you feel, right? Don't be like, oh, but this YouTuber told me that anger is a bad thing. This YouTuber told me that being sad is a bad thing, so I'm gonna be happy all the time. I'm gonna be aggressive and dominant all the time. Understand how you're feeling. The reason why most people suffer is because they don't accept how they are feeling. And what basically I want you to know is that you need to accept your suffering in order to go to a newer level of consciousness. Accept how you're feeling in order to go up in levels of consciousness, right? And so with that being said, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.